that low. Let's start with the Chad and get going. Hoping the Chad legs are stronger than old man Jake. It wasn't even the legs giving out. Whole body was just collapsing under me. Anyway, speaking of collapsing, why do I only have 2 options here? No, really, why? Oh, I was testing Archipelago stuff, of course, so it doesn't have, yeah, damn. Okay, well, almost certainly taking Niao's Lament, unless things look dire docks here. Always like to see if I can snipe an elite at this point, though. When's the next Nancy Drew? It's been a while since some Drew crew as well, hasn't it? So many things to do. Anyway, there'll certainly be more Nancy Drews this year, but I like to couple it with traveling to places. I plan on going to Spain, but I can't think of a Spanish Nancy Drew. Closest thing I suppose would be 7 ships. Where was that based in? Just some warm exotic island, right? I can't see any particularly good route for taking Niao's Lament here. But the elites are quite focused towards the end of the act, which is usually good. Nobody likes seeing that forced elite at the 6th floor. Could potentially take on El Spicy here. That way I could take a route like this. And then I'd want to maximize card rewards before that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combats. All but guaranteed to get a potion out of that. And of those 15 card rewards that we'll get, surely something will be useful. Destroy the elite. Shouldn't need to rest, but can if I must. Otherwise that's 2 upgrades and a relic. And 2 question marks before we kill elite and then spicy elite. Altogether, not too shabby an act. And I think I might just take the max hit points with this in mind. Hello, Beware the Blobber. And Beware the Blobber's raid here. Florida mentioned. Oh no. Nay, on purpose. Well, this is a very rude opening. Fortunately, I can just defend and kill you and move on with my life. Okay, it's been a while. I shouldn't play too fast. I'm always a pretty damn slow player of this game. But since I haven't played for a wee while, I'll need to stop and think about things perhaps more than normal. Oh, man. It's one of those encounters, is it? Very aggressive acidic slime. Very, very aggressive acidic slime. Good lord, he's having his filthy way with me, so he is. Right, 2 strikes will take you out next turn. Could have undone a lot of this damage if I had simply taken Niao's Lament, but hey, max hit points are very good on the Chad. Perhaps more than most. Gambler's Brew is a perfectly serviceable potion. Are these perfectly serviceable cards? That True Grit needs an upgrade. I'm never a fan of taking unupgraded True Grit. Too risky, it could exhaust a card that is of vital importance. And 7 block is okay, but 9 block is a lot more usable. There's everything wrong with P-Strike, I wouldn't take it. To be honest, I could do with passing all of these. If I take True Grit, I'm kind of dedicated towards upgrading it, and I don't particularly want to. And I don't like Intimidate. It does exhaust, which is kind of good, but it's not what you need at the start of the game. You need damage. And none of these really do that. P-Strike, I just don't like P-Strike. Taking Perfected Strike and making a Perfected Strike deck means not getting rid of your strikes, which is generally an inherently bad thing. So Intimidate or skip. I don't see the love for Intimidate. It is free, though. Alright, get in here. Because I don't often use you, we'll give you a chance, but I would really rather prefer to have some damage output. At least I get the 3 strikes, turn 1 and Cultist. A bash would be... Oh, well, look at that. Intimidate. Could do with that bash. Now, here's the question. What do I do here? I could full block, or I could get going with 9 damage. If I draw 3 strikes next turn, I can kill him. I get 1 strike. I will take the 4. Hedge my bets on taking that 4. If I draw... Yeah, that was a mistake. That was 4 damage I could have avoided, but oh well. Once again, no damage option. Ow. Well, once again, Perfected Strike was a damage option. It's just not a damage option I accept. Body Slam is no good unless you have some good block generation, so we're off to a pretty intimidating start here. Intimidatingly bad, that is. If I take armaments, I would have to upgrade armaments, because again, much like True Grit, it's just a card that really isn't good enough. You could take armaments. I mean, it is just a defend card that also upgrades something. Our boss is Slime Boss. This isn't good. Sometimes I fail in getting a good block game with the Ironclad, but armaments is not the answer to that. I think I'll have to skip here. Pretty bad card rewards so far, which is all the more reason I'm glad I'm taking 5 combats here. This can happen, you can just not get good card rewards. Sucks to be you in that situation. But you want to mitigate these factors. Oh, that's nice, get the bash off. 3 strikes and you're out? No, not quite. Oh boy, incoming that 17 off of Jawworm. You might love to see it, I don't. Please have mercy, Jawworm. Things don't have to be so untoward. Oh, did someone ruin your odds there, Baron? Good to see you have my back. Okay, Dupe Pot, even with crummy cards, a Dupe Pot can get you out of a bad situation. Oh, wow. We are not getting damage cards. 3 strikes and I'm out. Shrug It Off, on the other hand, is a very takeable early card. Blocks considerably better than the defend. Doesn't get quite so heavily destroyed by... what's that debuff to your block? Not fragile, but something like fragile. Anyway, Shrug It Off is good, so get in here. Was that another Body Slam? And Havoc. Bad, bad cards being offered here. We're out of the easy pool. We're now into the not easy pool. Life is nae great for old Chaddy here. I think I might just take that 6 on the chin. Although, why take it when I could not take it? Do you vulnerable or do you... There it is, Frailty. Frailty makes block worse. Tempted to get a go on destroying Spiky Slime. Would take 3 strikes to eliminate you next turn, which I won't even get. Just get a headway on killing you then. Ironclad is my worst class, it's so slow to ramp up. I am inclined to disagree. I think Ironclad can ramp up extremely fast. It's, kinda don't know why I did that. It's Defect who's slow to ramp up, in my humble yet correct opinion. There we go. Ooh. Drowned out of choices. The Dupe Pot isn't very good right now, considering my crummy cards. There we go. Attack options. Twin Strike and Hemokinesis are both quite takeable. Hemokinesis more so. Might be the beginning of a self-harm deck. Burning Pact is nice, but without a damage option, I am dead to these elites, so it's got to be the Hemo, and I've got to upgrade the Hemo. Power Pot, huh? Might sod the Gambler's Brew and take the Power Pot. Could get me out of a grim situation, whereas with Hemo, Dupe Pot now becomes pretty damn good. Outputting 40 damage in 1 energy and 1 card. Yeah, I could get behind that. So we're going there to upgrade it. I don't have Area of Effect, making this an unfortunate... Ooh, hello! Hemokinesis immediately proving its worth. The only question is, who do we destroy with it? They're all dealing 6, so... Bleh to you. We'll defend what little we can, which is quite a lot, frankly. Full block, thank you, Shrug It Off. And then what are they doing? They're both still attacking. They won't both still attack next turn. Thanks to that, I can actually full block here. You will try and weaken me, and you will buff yourself up. Who is the bigger problem? Probably you, so... Make sure the louse can die in 1 strike. That was another reason to target him. He only had 12 health, but yes, there we go. They're both doing this because... Generally speaking, no enemy can do the same attack 3 times in a row. So if you're not using Bestiary mod, which tells you all the stuff about what they do, you can at least keep that in mind. Smack you, you will die handily next turn to a single strike, even if I am weakened. Oh, okay, just about didn't get the strike, but there it is. Didn't want to Hemo over that. Ghostly Armor, it's block. Rage is not a card I'm a fan of unless I have a lot of card draw, which I don't. Pommel is great with strength gain, which I don't have, but I could see myself taking Ghostly Armor. With that, I've taken essentially 3 block cards and 1 damage card, which is a little scary. Might mean that Dupe Pot gets used rather early on this elite. And I have no more guaranteed card rewards between this elite and the next 2 elites, so I'm hoping that shop helps us out. And I'm really hoping it's not Sentries. Sentries is probably my worst matchup here. Yeah, man. Oh man, oh man. Essentially, we're not in a good position at all. Still take that Ghostly Armor, though. It's good block, especially against Sentries. But yes, without some damage options, we are out of options, so get that Hemo forged up. Okay, who's it going to be? It's the Sentries. Well, there's Ghostly Armor immediately blocking all that 10. Do I Power Potion already? Should have considered that before playing Ghostly Armor. Yes, because if I get Feel No Pain, we solve the fight. Hey, we got Feel No Pain. Combust is another answer, though, but Feel No Pain solves this fight, which is otherwise going to be rather slow. Reason Feel No Pain solves the fight is that these guys fill up your hand with Dazeds, a lot of Dazeds on High Ascension, and they will exhaust, giving me tons of blocks. So if I ever brick a draw and I have nothing I can play, I will at least block for 15. So yes, Feel No Pain Ata, please. And let's get to work on these sentries. So yes, that potion was me accounting for the variance of me getting slapped silly. I'll take a bit of damage. I'm open to accepting a bit of damage. That is one of the benefits you get out of playing the Iron Chad. Taking damage isn't quite as permanently painful. This is actually a rather nice way to completely destroy the artifact, if that's ever a problem. Also exhausts to give me block, so I can full block with Shrug. And Daze is also there to help me. Do we Hemo to speed up the fight? Or are we confident we're going to block everything and not need to take that 2 damage? I say deal the damage, because having 2 of the sentries is generally a problem. The 2 outer sentries, because they attack in unison, suddenly gives you a turn where you have to block 20. That isn't good. I'd rather just not have to block 20 and feel happy with my life. Sweet hates these monsters, apparently, and I doubt you're alone. But yeah, there we go. That is... Okay, me having Ghostly Armor made it seem like that wasn't so impactful, but here's a better example. Oh no, I have no block. Whatever will I do? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I sit back and laugh because I feel no pain, except that one bit of pain. And with that, the fight is largely, although not entirely, solved. Oh, so good. All the chip damage I'd be taking in this fight were it not for Feel No Pain. Not a long DDR session. Oh man, I don't want to talk about it. I attacked the wrong one there. I had enough block. I should have hit this sentry, but it wouldn't have made a difference because I have no attack cards. Yeah, the DDR session just crumbled like the Soviet Union. It was not a good one for me. Not at all. Not playing Hemokinesis. There's no good reason I take any damage in the rest of this fight. Because even if I get bum draws like this... Well, this isn't actually that bummy, but... There's no amount of damage you can do that I cannot block. Witness. But some DDR sessions go like that. It's a very taxing game. And I won't tolerate anybody trying to tell me otherwise. Actually, I suppose I do tolerate it. Perhaps too much. There we go. Jings, that was painful. I don't know how many turns that went on, but it was too many. Tungsten Rod, you are an interesting choice for Chad, because Chad gets quite a few hurt yourself a little bit options, and Tungsten Rod makes him into not get hurt at all. It can work against you. Tungsten Rod has some hilarious counter synergy with self-forming clay. However, we don't have self-forming clay, and there's no guarantee we'll ever get it. We're absolutely taking Tungsten Rod. It essentially halves the downside of using Hemokinesis. That's pretty great. And not essentially, it literally halves it. Good for all those direct self-damage options that we have. Do I Searing Blow deck? Ooh. It's early enough that I could take the Searing Blow, and I just keep upgrading it. It upgrades +4 damage, then +5 damage, +6 damage, +7 damage. If I take Searing Blow, I'm never upgrading any other cards again. That can be a problem, though. With the Tungsten Rod, I'm more incentivized to go for a self-harm deck. That said, there aren't other good options here, even though they're all uncommon cards. And remember, this is the only card reward I get, guaranteed, between here and the next elite, unless this is a fight or a shop or something else. I'm not liking my options here, and I'm really not liking how lacking in damage my deck is. Meaning, Seeing Red and Entrench, I essentially can't take. I can't have more cards that don't do damage. Seeing Red pretty much does nothing. Takes up one of my 5 cards, gives me +1 energy. The other 4 cards all have to be useful for that to be a good addition. I don't currently have exhaust synergies, so it's Searing Blow or nothing here. And I don't think this is Searing Blow deck, so regrettably I skip all of this. And that is a big regret. Almost regretful enough to change paths. Do I change an upgrade for a shop just so I get some options before taking on this elite? Because currently, the elite is either Gremlinob or Lagavulin, and I don't deal with either of those well. I have 1 damage card. The deck is bad. The deck is very bad. So what do I do about that? The only thing I'd really upgrade is probably Shrug It Off. Maybe Bash? Jesus, this is awful. Really awful. I think I have to take the early shop. Alternative idea. Wimp out of this elite. I cannot currently take that elite on. Hope for amazing shopping opportunities and do this. Although I could, if this event or this relic are somehow amazing, yeah, I could branch into this, but sometimes you have to step back and go, I cannot do this. Look at this deck. This deck is weak as hell. It's just a couple of good attack cards away from being great, but we haven't seen those attack cards. The attack cards that we have seen have been Searing Blow and Perfect Strike. And that's not the solution right now. I don't even like this bonfire that much. The upgrade is hard to justify, really. I mean, I do love Shrug It Off Plus, but I need damage, sunshine. If I take this path, I have to fight the elite to get to the spicy. If I take this path, good chance of 4 more card rewards, but I'm still forced into El Spicer. This just feels like a bit of a waste, but I'm going to take this route anyway. Let us upgrade. Jeez, Bash or Shrug It Off? I guess Shrug It Off. I do like Shrug It Off quite a bit. Yeah, I guess I didn't have Respect the Aged Day over in Germany for Franco. Ooh, Toxic Egg. I love Toxic Egg, and I love it even more when I get it for free. That suddenly makes the shop a lot better, and I'm very glad I didn't go to this shop. Because I probably would have bought a skill or 2. Well, I want attacks, but there might have been skills that are great. But now all skills we find are going to be upgraded. Regrettably, we've already taken 1, 2, 3 elites and wasted an upgrade on one of them, but hey-ho. Stop, says Change Face Person. It's early enough in the run that a good face becomes a great face, but bad faces can be really very bad. One of them removes a relic from a chest. Well, just empties a chest, which can be really painful because then there's no more stuff to get because you need to open up a chest for the key. I think I'll take the money, given that we're going to a shop here. 8 damage is no big deal for our Chad, so give me 50. And look at that, the Tungsten Rod kicks in and even blocks a bit of Spooky Face Person's damage. Blank face. Anybody else left awake at night thinking about that moment in Final Fantasy VIII where Squall had a big hole for a face? Glad to know I'm not alone in that one. Anyway, it didn't exactly power me up enough for this elite, so we do have to acquiesce to Iron Chad's needs here, not my own. Can't just kill you with Bash Intimidate. Gives me a bad turn next turn against this fungi beast who's already buffing, though. I think it's better to hemo you and then shrug to block. Might as well get this going while the going is good, right? It might not be necessary. Yes, because then you are one hit away from dying. Keep the Intimidate just in case. Hopefully you waste your time buffing, which you do. Unfortunately, I don't have good options for dealing with you, do I? And I'm going to be vulnerable for next turn. That's also bad. And there's my good block card. Huh, okay. I'll be fine. Defend next turn. Well, maybe not fine enough. Well, them's the breaks. I want to keep that ghostly armor. If I can draw it next turn, all the better. In comes that 16. Hey, Shrug It Off is here to save my bacon. Love it. Full block. Yeah, now you've done it. The run is cursed. This run has been looking quite cursed for some time. Bash kills you next turn regardless, so I'm not going to self-harm with Hemo. Farewell. Alright, for the love of God, an attack card. One that is suitable. Ooh. They're all ostensibly damage output. Do I like that Inflame enough to take it? No, not really. I don't have multi-attacks. It does make those strikes a lot better. But I have to remember who's coming up. It's El Spiso. But it won't be Spicy Sentries, so that's okay. Nothing wrong with Twin Strike. Never in the history of mankind has there been anything wrong with Twin Strike. The thing about Inflame is it makes my very strike-heavy deck considerably better. Just for one energy. Powers can generally be good. I don't like Clothesline. It's just not enough output for two energy in my view. Again, we're dealing with Slime Boss. Ugh, I don't like this very much at all. Guess I'll take Inflame. Oh boy. Life is suddenly not very good. Look at this. So these acidic slimes are going to weaken me. These guys are going to hurt me and then frail me. The Inflame isn't necessary because all the slimes sans this one die to 2 strikes. So I think the right thing to do is Hemo away one of you. Shrug for a better option. Just let Ghostly Armor fade away. Whilst I could strike... Yeah, I should strike... Oh, right, no, do consider the weakness aspect. Do indeed consider the weakness. Don't want to waste my deep pot here of all places. Already full block. I think I might have to Inflame just to overcome the weakness. And this is going to sting. Like I said, this is going to sting. However, the likes of you can be eliminated like that, and I guess I'll get a bit of blocking while the going is good, or have you in a position to die next turn. I've only got 1 strike. You're going to debuff me next turn. These guys will probably attack. Mondo unpleasant. Wait, you're not debuffing me. Curses, why didn't I attack you? Haha. In comes the weakness, huh? There's no point even playing that. Why not get my tungsten rod value while I'm here? Alright, but now I can do things like eradicate you and full block. Alright, that went a lot better than I expected. Tungsten rod helping out, also a very good turn 1 helping out. And Inflame, funnily enough. Inflame doing a lot for me there. Suddenly these slimes are all dying in 2 shots instead of 3, and that's good numbers. Hey, and a replacement power potion, right? I'm suddenly feeling a lot more confident about where we're going, and now I'm feeling a lot more confident. Where's my take all button? I want all 3 of these. Shockwave Plus is amazing. Feed is amazing. Headbutt is pretty good. Probably the weakest of the 3. But here's the problem. I need damage output. Feed is not damage output. It is long-term scaling. Shockwave is kind of damage output. It puts a massive amount of weak and vulnerable on my foes. Also exhausts. Everyone loves exhaust. The funny thing about taking a common card out of the uncommon and rare card. There's a lot of feeding I could do off a slime boss if things go well. If it's spicy gremlin ob though, holy moly. Imagine metallicized gremlin ob. I don't want to imagine that. I would die horribly. Well, I'd be using both of my potions to not die. I might take shockwave here. Shockwave doesn't help so much with gremlin ob. Would help a lot with Lagavulin though. Give me that shockwave plus. Alright, shop, I need damage options. You sell 2 damage cards, 2 skills, 1 power, and then 2 colorless cards. As well as 3 relics, 3 potions. Hemokinesis is back. I don't know if I want 2 hemos. I do want that Feel No Pain, especially when it's on sale. And I do want that Spot Weakness, especially when it's pre-upgraded. I want to get rid of a Strike. I might actually get rid of a Defend rather than a Strike, just because my damage output is so miserable. And I got $304 dues to make all this happen, so I certainly have options. The problem is, these are my damage options, and I would rather seen something like Twin Strike here. Discovery is another option. Choose 1 of 3 random cards. It is free. Discovery could very easily be an attack. It's pre-upgraded. Alright, well, let's do what we know we're doing. We know we're taking Feel No Pain. It's just too good not to take, especially when it's on sale. I would love to get rid of a Defend. Bag of Marbles is very good if you have front-loaded damage, which I don't. I think I will go with Discovery. What does that leave me with? 167. Can I buy both of you? Yes, I can. So I could buy Spot Weakness and remove a card. Very, very much struggling on damage output with that. I die horribly in Act 2 like that, but I don't think Hemokinesis or Carnage are the answer. Oh, that Spot Weakness looks so good, but it's too slow. I might take Hemo and get rid of a Strike then. Just take 1 damage, deal 15. Even without the upgrade, that's pretty good. Yeah, my damage outputs are just too limited. My hand is forced here. Oh, well. Let's go spicy. Have you heard of a game called Aeronaut Chronicles? I bet you'd like it. I have not heard of it. Massive max hit point Lagavulin. Scary stuff. Let us inflame. Oh, that was wrong. That was very wrong. I should have bashed before I inflame. Crumbs. Well, I'm certainly drinking this power potion. Berserk. Berserk is good. Yes, Berserk is very good, because I can take the 2 vulnerable now and not actually have to deal with it at all. Yeah, order. Order wrong there, but oh well. It's in Discovery anyway. Another Berserk! That would put me at 3 vulnerable. Then I'd be vulnerable for the first time he pops out. That's a little too greedy. Battle Trance is amazing. I'll take that Battle Trance for sure. Play Ghostly Armor so it doesn't go away. Do I want to scroll through the deck more? Yeah, because if I get Shockwave, I want Shockwave down as soon as possible. Ah, crumbs. It fights with Feel No Pain, but I definitely want that Shockwave down. If it's anything like a deck-building roguelite, this Aernoth Chronicles, I generally have the following stipulation for such games. If it's not as good as or better than Slay the Spire, I'm not interested. Slay the Spire has set a very high bar. Okay, could be anything coming to me next turn, including these, but I think this is absolutely time for Hemo Strike, Strike, Strike. Thank you ever so much. To Juggernaut. Was it Juggernaut? No, it was the other one. Berserk. Whatever gave me the extra energy. In comes a laughable 15, and my Shrug It Off is back, and my Battle Trance is here. So what do? We shrug, and then we Mega Draw with Battle Trance. Discovery is here. Could be anything. Could even be a zero-cost bludgeon. Yeah, I rather like some zero-cost bludgeoning. And look, he's already weakened, so surely we could finish with that. 12, 12, 51. Ooh, not quite, not quite. A man can dream, though. Anyway, this fight is won. All thanks to that power potion, maybe? I'd say all thanks to Hemokinesis. Are you guaranteed dead next turn? Can I brick is the question. Yes, but I'm confident that I won't. So, let's take 9 points of damage. It's better, in my opinion. Your opinion, huh? Righto, an excellent find here, the Centennial Puzzle. Draw 3 cards first time you take damage, and one lovely thing about playing Ironclad is that you often choose when you take that damage. So definitely get in here. Key, a kind of lackluster but still replacement potion. And options. Oh, Combust is free. Tungsten Rod will block that 1 hit point, but it will still do 5 damage to all enemies. Combust is good, but what is Limit Break? Limit Break is pre-upgraded, meaning I can play it again and again. That is sometimes too slow to be acceptable. Sometimes it's a card that you do want to exhaust. When it's not upgraded, it's the same, but it exhausts. Sometimes that's better. I'm significantly considering this Combust, though. Answers quite a few questions in the game. 5 AoE every turn. I certainly don't have any area of effect right now. No downsides. Currently I don't have a ton of strength to double, though, do I? I've got 1 in flame, and that's a lot. Combust has no questions of being good versus Limit Break. Combust wins the boss. It wins Slime Boss, you think? I wouldn't agree with that, but I will take it. Area of Effect might sound good on Slime Boss, but I wouldn't agree so much. The thing is, if you hit Slime Boss when he's 1 slime, that's as good as doing Area of Effect. If you're needing to rely on Area of Effect, you've already kind of messed up with Slime Boss. Anyway, my health is in a good position, and I have 2 potions. Let's at least consider that as a positive. Combust doesn't upgrade to do that much more, although I suppose what you could consider is it does 40% more. That's good output, but what about 50% more on Inflame? What about 33% more on Feel No Pain? Also, having my other Hemokinesis be upgraded would also be nice. There are a lot of nice things going on here. What is my favorite of the nice things? Definitely something here. Might upgrade the other Hemo. Can I get some better utility, though? You know what? Because we never see it very often, let's go with Combust. I have played and won enough rounds of A20 Heart, more than 20 of them by now, to want to do different things, just for the sake of having different things. Well, Shockwave Discovery seems like a pretty nice start, but things are always easier if I know what's in Discovery. Barricade? For free? I could block Slime Crush with that. I could just sod the Shockwave, play Barricade, do Shrug It Off Defend. We can always Shockwave later. Hell yes to a Barricade here. Let's work on that, shall we? That way, just defending is good. I don't even need to bash here, but there we go. He is going to give me a lot of slimes, and that's a bit of a pain, but what's a man to do? I thought I'd be able to block this. But no, I think I'll be 1 shy, won't I? Yeah, I'll be on 36. I'll take 1. There's more I'd like to do than that, frankly. Thank you for the extra draw, my friend. That was all part of my plan. Let's get this nonsense out of my face. Bizarre. Gotta be careful with the Inflame. I need to get him down at a very agreeable amount of health. Now I feel fine about shockwaving you. Ghostly Armor will go away if I don't play it, but Shrug gives me more block. Also, Hema puts him in a better position for a massive load of damage next turn. Provided I don't want to just eat the Slime Crush again. Which I could. Totally up for that, actually. Wait, it's not as... Oh, of course he's weakened. What a joke of an enemy you are. What do we do here? Exhume! That's funny in a few ways. I could bring back Shockwave, but... that would be very funny. But it's probably better to just play Carnage here. Deal 30 damage, and then next turn... I don't have a lot of smackdown to lay on him. That's the not-so-funny thing. Kind of digging myself a bit of a trench here. Not a good trench, either. Because I would love to deal big damage going forward. If I deal 9, he goes down to 80 something, and then, yeah, I would have to split him next turn or I'm in trouble. Don't want to have to do that just yet, so... What are we going to do? 14? Yeah. Don't deal damage just yet. Yeah, eating all those crushes precisely as planned. Okay, next turn I have to have a good split going, or else I'm in trouble. So, Inflame, Slime, Slime, just get them out of my face. He's going to split no matter what I do. Oh god, there's no damage at all here. This has gone badly. We missed Hemo, we missed Hemo, we missed Carnage, we missed Discovery, we missed Shrug to draw into more of it. Mistakes were most assuredly made. Oh well. Yeah, well, good thing we've got Combust down. Good thing we've got Barricade down. There are good things here. It can just be hard to notice them for all the bad. I suppose thinking about it, the barricade itself is pretty damn great. Discovery saved me from myself. I have anything that I want back right now. Shrug it off is nice. How funny. With a bit of strength gain, Twin Strike hits that bit better. Yeah, Discovery is actually quite nice. Bring back Discovery. And while we're at it, maybe, just maybe, I don't have to worry. Yeah, worrying's for suckers. Who worries in life? Why would anybody worry? Demon form, you're too late. You're much too late. Now it's wrong with True Grit, especially when it is free. You will do no such nasty things to me, my friend. I can't believe anybody was worried about this. And telling me to use my potions? What? Have you forgotten the act that comes after this? Because it sounds like you have. Early Act 2 is monstrous. What the game considers to be easy pool fights is almost insulting. Anyway, this was a fight like no other for me when it comes to fighting Slime Boss. I have fought many slime bosses, and none of those fights have gone like this. Well, it's not often that I end up with the barricade for free, but thank you, Discovery. Alright, let's put an end to this load of shenanigans. Good fight, good night. Thank you, Upgraded Combust. You were essentially all of my damage there. Definitely didn't time that well with the big slime, but a bit of Feel No Pain went a long way there as well. Thank you, Feel No Pain. Means playing those slimes was a complete waste of time. What would I like out of a rare card? Gosh, I don't know. I don't have good card draw for Fiendfire to be amazing. We already passed on Limit Break. I suppose I'd accept a feed, but maybe a really nice skill that comes pre-upgraded. There's Limit Break, a skill that comes pre-upgraded, and the Fiendfire I said I didn't care that much about. How about Berserk? No, Berserk is too heavy without an upgrade. Fiendfire is still good damage, I think I'll take it. Can smoke a lot of strikes and other garbage. You're not playing Caesar again? Oh, I'll play Caesar again. The itch has passed. I played a lot of Caesar last year. And I'll play more of it when I have good maps to play. Currently, I do not. I think it's got to be Fiendfire. I'm still pretty low on damage output. Fiendfire can solve all that. Also, Fiendfire, amazing Centennial synergy there. So draw a bit with Centennial. You have 7 or 8 cards in your hand. Boom, Fiendfire does the damage. Not completely turned off of that Limit Break. If only I'd taken the Spot Weakness from earlier. I believe I postponed Spot Weakness for a second Hemo, which I didn't ultimately need, but you never know. Okay, no Snecko this time, but we do get the Panda Box. Also the Astrolabe and the Fusion Hammer. With Toxic Egg, Fusion Hammer is a bit more takeable, but still shuts down rest sites in general, so I'm not thrilled on that. The other two don't give extra energy. That Panda Box is looking pretty damn good. We've got Shrug It Off and Ghostly Armor and Feel No Pain for something of a block game. So getting rid of all of these, and I've only smoked 1 strike, right? Yeah, so that's very good value out of the Panda Box. The Astrolabe gives me upgrades, but the Toxic Egg assures that all of the skills we get out of the Panda Box are upgraded, so let's go with the Gambler's Choice. Skill, 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 garbage, great, garbage, questionable. Love Uppercut, that it needs an upgrade. Also, it's less good when you have Shockwave. You like Uppercut because of the weakened Vuln, and then Shockwave does a lot more of it. So, yeah. Anyway, perfectly acceptable. I've had much, much worse Panda Boxes. I've had multiples of cards I don't want in Panda Boxes before. What was it, like 2 leg sweeps in a silent Panda Box? Does immensely screw up mental fortitude when it comes to going into Act 2, because suddenly I don't know what I have to play around with. That's my second upgraded Shockwave. That's actually fine. I'm hard-pressed to say that it's good, but it does mean more likely to pick up Shockwave, and it is a really good card. But at 2 cost, I really need some kind of energy, so I'm wishing I had that Seeing Red from earlier. But it was unupgraded. Okay. I should be able to take on elites, but I'm still terrified of Act 2 elites. And because I didn't take the Fusion Hammer, upgrading at rest sites is perfectly doable. Although it's not saturated with rest sites. I love Act 2 events. Mostly because Act 2 events are not Act 2 fights or Act 2 elites. So how about something like this? You might notice that when I path through the game, I very often lean towards the left. It's deeply ingrained in me, the Swords and Serpents riddle, never do anything right. I even naturally tilt my head to the left, believe it or not. Seems agreeable. Let's see how we manage. Just rely on your extreme luck. It is pretty extreme. Is it extreme enough to stand up to the hello, welcome to Act 2 kiss of 21 incoming plus frailty? The Shelled Parasite does. Discovery is nice, however, surely I want Shockwave down. I'm essentially saying surely Discovery is better than Ghostly Armor's 10 block, because I'm certainly doing Shockwave. Let's see what's in Discovery first. Definitely better, right? Well, that didn't work. At all. This will bring Discovery back, actually. It's not the end of the world. Still painful, but whatever. When is the world not painful? Okay, well, Infernal Blade is free. But Discovery could be anything. Could truly be anything. Could even be Limit Break again. It just wants me to have Limit Break. Okay, what's in our Infernal Blade? Ugh. Sometimes that's worse than the alternatives. Okay, maybe Feel No Pain is waiting for me under the Shrug? It is not, but Hemo is. Troubling. That wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good either. Gotta remember I don't have Barricade on right now. There we go, that's more like it. 13, 13, 13. 13 is... Ho 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 ho, just enough. Sweet. That's 40, 50 something, and he also has 50 something, so get out of here. Nice, even one overkill. Finally, a half-decent attack card, Pommel Strike. But I'm looking at that Sentinel, and I'm considering my severe lack of energy. If I took and ever exhausted Sentinel, then that's energy that I badly need. I'm going to take that, pray that it synergizes well with... wait, it doesn't synergize. Because if I Fiend Fire it, I have nothing else to draw. Well, I'm taking it for hopefully I find something I can use it for. An pre-upgraded True Grit would be wonderful. This is not wonderful. Why do I have Demon Form? Jesus. Okay, what's in you, Infernal Blade? Huh, that's AoE. That's quite funny. Shockwave to take nothing this turn. Cleave through them, and... Hemo would draw 3 that I can't use. This draws 1 that I can't use. At least this one does damage, though. Take out the one that's got the most health or the least health? Troubling. And what if I draw something that I want to play? Well, that's life. Yeah, there was a 10% chance that I ran into a fight here, and I ran into a fight here. Fortunately, they're all attacking when they can't do damage due to my shockwave, so it's pretty good. There's the Fiendfire Sentinel I was talking about. The trouble is I'm missing an important part of the puzzle here, and that piece is Dark Embrace. I think we saw Dark Embrace once. Combust is here, though. Combust is great for this. Feel No Pain could be good for this. Could be better than Fiendfire. Sure. Sure. Their flying thing halves incoming attack damage, but Combust is not attack damage, it's just raw damage. And as they say, raw is war. Oh. Funny things here. Funny things here. In here. Even that will go away and deal random damage. And now, unless you get some miserably good damage done on me, which you don't, all is well. Alright, Energy Potion is tempting because I severely lack energy, so begone Explosive Pot. I'm sure 2 energy is going to deal more than 10 damage. There's the spot weakness I was talking about, but the problem was I wanted that with a Limit Break, which I don't have. There's Flex. Don't think I want Flex. Temporary Strength is whatever. Havoc. Play the top pile and exhaust it. That could work against me in so many ways, but it could work for me in so many ways. The fact that it's a free card on a 3 energy deck is a little tempting. But sometimes I'll exhaust something I don't want exhausted. It's a very dangerous card. But it is free, and I'm in dire need of free right now. Are we willing to take that chance? Sure. Remove any card from my deck. I don't really like Clothesline, so would you be so kind as to remove Clothesline for me? The elite is not far away, and I don't feel ready for the elite, but we must charge headlong regardless. Ah, Centurion and Mystic, one of my favorite fights in Act 2. Because they have healing, which is interesting. They have nice synergies in their attack patterns. Yeah, there we go. When the Mystic dies, Defend is replaced by Fury, so it just Fury slashes, endlessly attacks you. Anyway, what are we looking at here? Opportunity, of course. You exhaust, so feel no pain. You intimidate her. The ghostliest of armors, inflame, take ne poids of damage. Which is generally the most important thing to get done in any fight. There's Sentinel, but no good way to get rid of it. Would love to Discovery, would love to Shockwave. I don't think so. Guess I'll just take the Carnage. Not happy about taking all of that damage, though. But Shockwave is good. Shockwave is very good. Ensuring that they take damage is a way to make sure that Mystic wastes their time healing Centurion. Oh, well, I can also make sure that Centurion just can't do anything ever. That's another option. What's in the Infernal Blade? What's in the Havoc? It's funny. Well, I find it funny. Anyway, clap them with the Thunder. See, Fiend Fire just ends you, doesn't it? 13, 13, 13. Yeah, so give you a bit of a love tap, end your existence, and all is well. Yeah, Havoc the Sentinel. Easy way to get the block and the energy gain. If only I had the brilliant mind that you do. Oh, let's Havoc the Sentinel. It's just that easy. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe not. 9, yeah, I've got block. Die. Order. Order that didn't matter. For you are already dead. No relics to set up, which is nice. Ah, Trash! There's an attack card at 0 cost. It deals 14. One of the worst A20 cards in existence. All because of this, the unremovable Ascender's Bane. If you have Blue Candle, Tungsten Rod, and a few other things, Clash can be made very good. We don't. So we don't accept it. We skip this nonsense and move on. And whilst we stare down this nasty duo... Ooh, this nasty duo that could really do something about fast. There's stuff to consider here, but as I consider that... Or you rather consider that, I will be on a short water break. I'll be back in a moment. So I'm in two minds about this one. Demon form could solve this fight pretty handily, but Fiendfire knocks the bird out of the sky immediately. I don't need to worry about it. It's 1/6. Tungsten Rod will do the worrying about that for me. It is going to be Demon form. That way, when Fiendfire comes back in the deck, it just eliminates the Chosen. Chosen is a problem, though. Finding Jake playing Slay the Spire after 11 hours on a forklift in sub-zero Texas desert nighttime. Perfection. Forklift certified. I like the sound of that. I don't think Combust is going to do what I need it to do, so if I just Dr. Freeman form, everything should come together in this fight. Should, one can hope. Chosen is a real pain. I think solo Chosen is considered an easy fight. So if I ever do something that isn't an attack card, Chosen punishes me greatly. That includes feeling no pain, and raging, and inflaming. I'd quite like to uppercut the Chosen, but it's only going to deal 1 weak vuln, which isn't so hot, so I might just uppercut Hemo you. Yeah, the Chosen needs to die. But what about the bird? What about the bird? Chosen does need to die. Hey, look, cards I like. No feel no pain? I probably should have feel no pain, considering that Chosen loves to fill me up with nastiness. Oh boy, in comes some nastiness right here. This is pretty bad. Maybe we can make it good. Shockwave solves some things for me, but what's in the Havoc? Nothing! Wait, why do I have Body Slam? That must have been a... That was a Body Slam, right? Yeah, this was a Panda Box card, wasn't it? Ah, that's painful. Okay, so that was a waste of time, and it filled me up with a Dazed. Next turn is going to be even worse. Might just be Shockwave, Shrug it off. Not fond of that. Intimidate, Shockwave, Shrug it off? No, the Intimidate does nothing when I have Shockwave. What are we shrugging into? Oh, hello, Shockwave. Yeah, times are bad. I could actually Energy Pot Ghostly Armor. But next turn already looks grimmer than Grimsby. And it's going to only get worse. Oh well. Times are bad. I definitely misplayed this this fight. What else is new, huh? Whirlwind. Sword Boomerang's pretty baller here because I've gotten all this strength upgrade. Not bad. Yeah, this is where Feel No Pain would be nice, turning all that into block, but also doesn't really matter, does it? This could matter. Ah, crap. Save me, Havoc. Ha! Thank you for saving me, Havoc. Oh, you're nice. You're real nice. Legitimately, thank you, Havoc. Alright, that fight I played very poorly, and I got out doing particularly well. I can't believe it, frankly. Perfect happenstance to celebrate the old birthday by watching. See, I'm not the only one getting old today. Armaments plus a little tempting. Not a lot of block, but it's a good amount of upgrading, especially if I can Centennial with it. I need draw. Frankly, I need draw and energy. There's a lot of things this deck needs, actually. It's not very good. And I'll take that armaments regardless. I don't think I'll take weak potion, though. We already have 2 shockwaves for application of weakness. Fiendfire upgrade can obliterate my foes, so help me out, Fiendfire. This will be one such foe. No, it'll be... Oh my god, 2 wizards? I've never seen you spawn with 2 wizards. Frightening, frightening, very frightening. Combust isn't going to solve this. In 2 turns, these guys are going to hit me for 30 plus each. So this is Combust, Infernal Blade, Armaments. Certainly Infernal Blade and see what we get. Immolate. Well, it can become Immolate Plus, and that will solve the goblins. I wouldn't mind keeping Ghostly Armor Plus in the deck, but I might just have to say goodbye to it. In that case, I do want the extra damage on Immolate Plus, though. Boom. Then I maybe don't need Combust, but it's still very, very helpful. So the fight is between Deadly Armor and Hemo. Upfront damage, or keep this block around. If I play my cards right, I won't need Ghostly Armor again. Bummer. Fiendfire was going to be my solution. Oh well, bye-bye. Good, he's resummoning. Gives me the opportunity to put some vulnerable on him, or gain some extra strength, strength myself. Can I kill him next turn? Probably not. Even so, you might notice I'm not the world's biggest believer in demon form. What? Now you're getting two of the shield guys. You're a real piece of work, you know that? Havoc. Okay, sure. Yeah, Shockwave is just too good to pass up. Blah. Okay, now we end up with this kind of problem, and now we solve this kind of problem. 15, 15, 15, 15. Ooh, isn't quite enough. Fascinating. Could Discovery save me? Because of the blocking they got from Shield Gremlin, that 60 damage is 4 short, and I don't have any damage boosts or draw that comes with it. The Combust would probably save my bacon, though. That would be 7 on top of it. 67 is certainly better than 64. Alright, alright. Believe. Boom. Yeah, you better run. Wait, why does it say enemy turn? There's no enemy to turn. Okay, here's something that turns the whole run around. There is no character that loves Dead Branch more than Ironclad, because there's no character that exhausts quite like Ironclad. 'Tis a run-winning and run-defining relic, and it helps that I already have some exhausting synergies. I've got a lot of cards that exhaust. Exhaust, exhaust, exhaust a ton, exhaust, exhaust. If exhausted, exhaust. So absolutely taking the Dead Branch. Colorless card. Over energy or dupe pot? I don't think so. Hey, Sentinel. A card for exhausting and giving energy. Do I really want another one, though? They're very hard to target exhaust. Yeah, more energy to chain Fiendfire. Okay, I do want another Sentinel, because I severely lack energy currently. Sure, and it's pre-upgraded. Everybody loves pre-upgraded. A relic for 85 gold? And I'm about to get another relic. We could really supercharge ourselves here. The problem is I don't know what the relic is, so there's an argument that says keep the money to get a guaranteed relic that you want, as opposed to a relic that might be the Boot or the Darkstone Piriat. But I say we take the relic. And it's Happy Flower! Energy gain. Very nice. One of the better common relics, in my opinion. It's 1/3 of a boss relic with no downsides. That's pretty damn good. While we're at it harvesting relics, how about the ceramic fish? Yeah, I don't think so. Get out of here. The ceramic fish can be really good, especially when you get it early. We're halfway through the run. That's early enough, but whenever I see an opportunity to get rid of a blech relic for the key, I like to take it. Sometimes that bites you in the bum. I might find Darkstone Piriat locked together with the potential key in the next chest, but I will take that. What about here, though? This elite will either be the Book of Glasgow or the Slavers. I'm not very upfront enough for either, but with these potions, I should be able to destroy them. On top of that, I get another upgrade beforehand, although I don't know what I'd upgrade currently. I really don't know. Nothing's crying out for an upgrade. Demon form potentially, but I'm fighting the Collector. If I was fighting Champ, I'd already have won. Nay, too simple, really. I want that shop, though, and I certainly want to kill you for money for the shop, so I'm going to continue on that way. Aha! Ah, the sentinels. Where's my fiend fire? Where's my very fiendly fire? Discovery, save me, please. I'm not entirely convinced these save me. Bludgeon does pretty damn good damage, but it would just kill the rat and make me vulnerable and take even more damage. Bloodletting gives me energy that I cannot use. Well, this is unpleasant. What can be done about this? Could I simply kill the parasite? I'd even use my dupe pot for that. I can do 64, 74, 77 damage. That's not quite enough. Bummer. Big bummer, huh? I'm staring down this damage no matter how I cut things then, aren't I? I'd be a fool not to put that bludgeon to use. Sentinel blocks 16, but use all of my energy. 30% potion chance. Painful. Using this to rest isn't unthinkable, given my lack of good options. Hemo could draw 2, though. I think that is worth... draw 3, actually. What's in the Hemo? Getting somewhere. Absolutely getting somewhere now. Killing the shelled parasite is quite possible, if not probable, with the Infernal Blade. Oh, wow. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but how about that? What about second bludgeon? Still requires use of the dupe pot, sadly, because that's only 64 damage on that 71, but that is a real laugh out loud moment right there. Alternatively, I could save the dupe pot and use the energy pot. Still gets the kill. Yeah, the dupe pot is considerably more powerful. If I use the energy pot, I can bludgeon, or rather just uppercut. Yeah, uppercut, bludgeon would be enough, but still, I could uppercut, bludgeon you, you're dead. I still have one bit of energy left over, and I can sentinel block the fungi beast. That seems better. It's a shame that body slam isn't upgraded, because then I would sentinel body slam it, but not an option, I'm afraid. Thwack, away you go, and yeah, let's just ensure we take no points of damage. That's why you carry potions. Potions deal with these situations. Rather handily, I might add. Kinda want to see what's in the other Infernal Blade. A clothesline and a hemo, which armaments can upgrade to make you die. Fascinating. Ooh, bloodletting with a plus with tungsten rod. That's got to be a yes. I'm in dire need of energy, and this has more or less solved my energy problems with Happy Flower, bloodletting, and the sentinels, which I failed to use. Heavy blade is too slow currently, but someday it might not be. Now I need draw. I need Dark Embrace, essentially. If there's one card that turns this whole run around, it's Dark Embrace. Probably going to come to a point in the game where I need Demon Form, but let's grab it upgraded for now. The Collector. No, not the Collector. That's the boss. This is the Slaves. Fiendfire with Sentinel, Dead Branch. I'm afraid these guys are already dead. It's just a question of how I go about killing them. Don't think Combust is necessary here. If I just straight up Fiendfire you, I'm going to deal 40. I'm going to draw 5 new cards, and I'm going to have 5 energy to put them to use. So, yeah, please. Well, man, some people just do not have a good day, do they? I'm going to hold on to that for a little bit, because I have other options currently, don't I? Not enough of them, actually. This is not the world's best draw. Because my block game is rather sad here. Really rather sad, frankly. What am I doing here? Whirlwind does 25. If I dupe pot, it does 50. That's not enough. Yeah, that went actually surprisingly badly. Dead Branch did not give me what I was looking for here. No good block and not useful enough damage. Knocking you out is a bit of a priority, but suddenly even if I dupe potted you on 3, it's just 30, 44. That's not enough. A lot of what I'm looking at here is simply not enough. Huh. How unfortunate. Oh well. Only taking however much damage that was in the first turn is not all that bad. Just could have gone better. Now what do we do here? What indeed do we do here? What's in the shrug? I've already got full blocks, so I probably don't need to overthink this one. By the way, Dead Branch creates cards, it does not draw them, so you don't have to run into those nasty problems you have with no draw from Battle Trance. Hey, it's Battle Trance. It's also Searing Blow, and that Searing Blow is a Freeing Blow. Lovely. Truly lovely. Life is good. I don't think it's good enough to be using Bloodletting, though. I shouldn't be any big trouble right now. Actually, no block. No block, huh? That doesn't sound good. I will do Bloodletting, though. That way I can probably get the uppercut down on you. And what is this about order? Should have done Inflame first. Clearly not thinking well enough. I should be thinking better than I am doing right now. Yeah, see. Where is the block? Show me the block. Feel no pain is block, actually. You exhaust, and you die. What a bizarre deck, and it gets a bit more bizarre because now I have Dex gain, not something you often see on the Ironclad. My very own Battle Trance. I was just saying I need draw. This is a phenomenal draw card. Get in here. Okay, life is relatively good for us. What's this 4 energy stuff? Although the snake plant, the secret elite, is here. Here to cause me problems. Glad I've got 4 energy, means I don't need to bloodlet, but still, this will be a little bit, by which I mean very painful. Fortunately, I get triple value off of my tungsten rod, and I draw a bajillion, and you die? Yeah, you dying sounds good. Replacement potion, and there's the heavy blade with a plus on it already. That looks a lot better. Yeah, get in here. Deck's getting a little bit unwieldy. I'd love some targeted exhaust. Now is the time for True Grit. That's not True Grit. Ah, the offering is here, but it's just marginally too expensive. Blood Vial is too late. A third, Feel No Pain? That might be a little bit too much pain to not feel. Need to feel some pain in life. Could do with getting rid of that body slam. It truly does nothing right now. Gonna feel foolish if I get some other better options, but I do think getting rid of body slam is a great idea right now. Welcome in, Just Zool. Exact kill in the snake plant too. I didn't pay attention to the exact, but even if it failed, we had Dead Branch to finish up the pieces. Although it had malleable, that could have been a problem. I can't think of a better thing than getting rid of Body Slam. If I could have that offering, I would have already bought it, but if only I'd taken the ceramic fish earlier. Yeah, Havoc Body Slam is a horrible synergy, because very often I'll just Havoc it and deal no damage. The Havoc I don't mind having so much. There are some nice things to blindly exhaust in my deck, like a Demon Form, but Body Slam is just bad with the deck that we have. Certainly don't want to buy an Iron Wave. That Feel No Pain is still around, saying, are you sure you don't want a third one? If only I had Mummy Hand, I would very happily buy that. But it's not upgraded, and I have no Mummy Hand. I'm already running into problems where I have too many powers. Powers generally don't do anything the turn you play them. You get some things like Combust, woohoo, 7 damage, but generally powers don't do output when you play them. That's entirely too many powers at this stage in the game. Although, getting 9 block every time I exhaust a card is pretty damn good. Even so, I will pass on this opportunity. I can always get more powers out of Discovery if I need it. Uppercut is nice. Having just Feel No Pains make me feel even less pain is also nice. Resting is not too untoward at this point, frankly. Collector could really pull my earlobes off. I just feel like resting when I have 55 and a weakened dupe pot is probably a bit too cowardly. It's just there's nothing screaming at me for an upgrade here. I do like Uppercut a lot more when it's upgraded, though. Let's get that done. Unupgraded Uppercut's a very sad card, but upgraded it's awesome. Ooh, Combust on turn 1 is awesome, but what about Hemo to draw a bit more? I should see what my draw is. I was afraid of that. There you go. So the Combust should help out considerably with the wee torch head buggers who just constantly attack. I think it's just attack 7 every single turn. Blind Havoc already? Could do bad things for me. What's in the Infernal Blade? Well, of course I want to Feel No Pain before I do that. Go! Huh. Not bad upgrade, especially on the Metallicize. Just do everything, I guess. I've had a lot worse. Yeah, the Uppercut was tempting to take less damage on that, but ultimately it worked out. Oh man, it works out really well with this. Oh lordy, this looks rather nice. Right, I will want some block. That's something, but I don't think I want to Fiendfire just yet. Save that for later. For now, anything that exhausts is good. Anything that exhausts is good. There's my Dark Embrace. We are in the clear now. I am sorry, you poor fools, but you were never going to defeat the Iron Chad. Oh, yeah. So now when I exhaust, I get block and I get to draw. These are good. Battle Trance kind of kills that, though. So we need better things here. I was just saying how good things are, and now I draw this. What is a man to do? He is to consider his order. I don't want to play a demon form. I shouldn't need it this fight. Certainly shouldn't need it at this point. It's in Discovery anyway. Hello, Fiendfire. Don't want to spend the stuff on Fiendfire? I don't mind. I really don't mind. Sure. Should I Inflame first? Sure. Cards are nice. Right, how many non-attack cards do I have in my deck? I got Sentinel. I got Shrug It Off. And I got Exhume. I don't have a way of burning any of these, do I? It would be nice if I could Exhume Fiendfire, but it's not going to be free, is it? No, it's going to be 2 cost. If only I had a way of getting some energy here. Yeah, it doesn't stay 0 cost. It was only 0 cost on the turn that I grabbed it. Most regrettable. I mean, I could take an Infernal Blade and hope that it's 0 cost Fiendfire. That would be hilarious. Sure. Why not live dangerously? Oh, damn right, my hand is full, but whatever. It's Whirlwind! I can't do anything with Whirlwind. I guess I can gain some crappy amount of block. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be playing around too much here. Collector is going to have me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I don't have Barricade. Goodbye, block. Oh, well, you're not attacking me, which is welcome. Any of these could be smashed with my Havoc. Brutality. Sure. Lose hit points. What hit points? Let's get angry as well. And then I love Discovery. Not sure I love these in Discovery, though. Just get that cleave down and out. Havoc something. Yeah, there you go. Hit nobody that matters. Better be careful I don't run out of cards in my deck here. What else is going on in this bizarre thing that I'm doing here? Even I'm not all that sure. Get the rage gauge going and flowing. Maybe draw some more cards for the hell of it. Why don't we Havoc more cards for the hell of it? That was pretty cool because you Havoc Whirlwind, it strikes for 3 but doesn't actually use the energy for 3, so that's pretty damn swell. Let's get Super Swole. I guess I want to smash you with the Swordest of Boomerangs. And then, to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing against you anymore. Just eat whatever. You can tell I'm not overly concerned with how this fight is going. The moment we have Dark Embrace, I already knew we were going to win this. Wait, did I just take damage there somehow? What hurt me? Don't tell me that Brutality and Combust stack and actually do 2 damage instead of 1 twice. Because I wouldn't be okay with that. Yeah, the things you learn. The things I now learn. Right, well, let's see what we can do. I could feel it. Oh, there's Barricade. Cool, why not? That way we can do the most unthinkable thing in the game and actually play Clash. So let's see again. Start the turn. No, it didn't stack. See, I took no damage. So what in the world is going on? What hurt me last turn? Truly, I don't know. Right, I've been playing around too much and not actually focusing on winning this fight, which is something I should change immediately. But I'm not currently changing it well and or fast enough. Nay ata. Thank you, Barricade. And thank you, yeah, see, did I just take some damage there? I need to pay better attention. Let's have something for the lols. I don't mind that at all. Sweet. You're so unbelievably dead. Peace Strike, save me. A messy fight. It didn't do anything except win, and I suppose that's all that matters. My very own Impervious. My very own Impervious Plus. But double tap. What does double tap mean for me? Is there anything I would love to play twice? I still don't have my very own real Dark Embrace, so double tapping Fiendfire is not the answer to many things. Anything could pop out of Infernal Blade or Discovery, including a non-attack out of Discovery. I think it is just Impervious. Impervious is a great way to just ignore 1 round of combat for 2 energy, so I will take that. You didn't take damage. It showed a 0 despite that animation. Really? I would have thought it said blocked due to tungsten, but I will review the footage if I remember to do so. Is that even fair? Fiendfire, Demon Form, Impervious, Heavy Blade, the Sentinels, Uppercut, they all say take the Snecko Eye. Snecko Eye answers every draw question you might have as well. I do have quite a few 0-cost cards. I've got Bloodletting, I've got Rage, I've got Intimidate. But you'd be a fool not to take Snecko Eye here. Those 2 wounds would be fine if they went in your discard pile, but they start in your draw pile, meaning you could draw both of them turn 1, and then, oh great, you've got 3 cards to choose from. Enjoy your extra energy for that. Empty Cage, I don't have 2 cards that are screaming at me to be removed. I suppose I'd be happy to get rid of Bash and maybe, Bash and Intimidate. But that versus Snecko Eye? Yeah, no way. It's Snecko the Spire. Here and now. Makes it a lot easier to proc Kunai as well, because currently 3 attacks are difficult to play in a turn, but now it should be a lot easier. There is no pressure on me to take any particular path, as long as I sacrifice the rest at some point for the recall, and I'll probably do that earlier rather than later. We're going to be good. A late merchant would be nice. If I hang left, I can take that, but then it's only 1 elite. Or I could just save up for Act 4. We're fighting the Time Slug. Act 3 elites aren't that scary in the grandest of schemes. One elite, 1 upgrade, or recall probably. Another elite, a rest, an elite, and out of here. So that's 3 elites, plenty of opportunities to duck away and take alternative routes if things look bad. Got 1, 2, 3 rests. No shops, so shops are what I'm giving up, but that's okay. You want the shop, you might find Corruption or Dark Embrace. That is very true. Corruption I could care less, but I could also not care less. I am a large part of the care continuum when it comes to Corruption, but Dark Embrace is the final piece of the puzzle. Yeah, Corruption is whatever. I don't like the fact that Corruption just ends up with no deck if you play it too early. Although it's in an excellent Snecko card, isn't it? Yeah, you're not wrong. Shop is appealing. But the earlier the shop, the less opportunities I have to make good of the shop. Okay, alternative approach would be this. And it would still get together at the same point. So we pretty much have the same route, but we change an encounter for a shop. Hell yes, we'll take the right route here. Thank you for pointing that out, Banished King. You're not banished in my heart. So, the shapes are very unkind, immediately coming in with 30 damage. What am I to do with my 3 energy? I can laugh until I cry. Fortunately, we've got one of them just dead already. I could always Discovery to try and get out of this, but if the Discovery fails to get me out of this, I'm taking that 33. Alternatively, Hemo and Hemo kills one of them, but then I can't do anything else at all, so Discovery, save me! These don't necessarily save me. I mean, 15 block isn't much better than just killing one of them outright. The mistake I made was not playing Hemo to draw. Well, that certainly helps a lot with the blocking opportunities. Yeah, I could have done a lot better if I'd ordered that better. But on the other hand, okay, I'm taking a tiny bit of damage. Mostly will be healed when all is said and done. Hey, Combust. Not a bad Combust fight. Still unpleasant, though. And Havoc. Havoc has become a bit of a liability. The good thing about Havoc was that it was free, and now it is not. Snecko on 3 energy is painful. Because you end up with situations where you just have 3 and 2 costs, and then you play 1 card, and that's your lot. It can be very sad. Could I take you out, actually? I think I could. Smack, and then farewell. And of course, Dead Branch is here to help. A 7 draw basic with Snecko is great, but getting even more with Dead Branch, it's almost greedy. It is greedy. All right, you're not free. Don't be fooled into something that isn't free. Just eliminate you and then probably kill you with Combust or whatever. Yeah, even at 3 cost, Hemo is great. So I just need to find some way to passively kill you or get myself an immense amount of block. Both are good. But what? But what? Oh, I took damage from that because you get the block after everything else. Ah. Fascinating. Learning so much today. Yeah, that blows. Yeah, it makes you even harder to deal with. Even though I could kill you right now, I don't want to take the 13 counterattack damage. So I get that Snecko randomizes energy cost. How does that help? Surely knowing the costs already helps you in a fight. Generally speaking, if you have an expensive deck, it's going to give you cheaper options. Of course, sometimes it backfires and your cheap cards get expensive and your expensive cards remain expensive. But by and large, unless you have a deck of mostly 0 and 1 cost cards, it'll do you very good. There's my Combust. You get in there and then I have very little else to worry about. No barricades, so there's no point in perviousing, but this guy will just die. And on top of that, even if you don't care so much about that, Snecko gives you 2 extra draw per turn, which is amazing. Just beyond amazing. Taking your basic draw from 5 to 7 for free is just too good. Too good for words. Yeah, I will certainly take block potion over weakness. Oh boy, shrug it off or disarm. Both are good. Both are really, really, really good. Even though they're 1 cost, which is generally not so good with Snecko. I wouldn't take flex after getting Snecko. There's something to keep in mind. No matter what synergies I might have for strength gain, turning a 0 cost card into more expensive, it would have to be so good. But currently it's not. That disarm is very tempting. Great against the time slug as well. But shrug it off. I already have 1, but more shrugs are better shrugs. And if I find corruption, shrug it off is just phenomenally good. It's like the best corruption card. Come in here, shrug it off. Yeah, there's a big risk in taking Snecko with 3 energy, which is why I have things like Happy Flower and Bloodletting and Sentinels to mitigate that. Although, would you look at that, it's not helping me out here, is it? Combust, Feel No Pain, Fiendfire, surely. Oh, that's a bit of block. A bit of block is not enough block. Infernal Blade, save me. A bit more block. That's just what the doctor ordered. Good enough. Well, I say good enough. You know, it did exactly what I needed to do. Full blocked and killed the one that was buffing up. Could I have asked for better? See, this is another great thing that Snecko does. Very heavy cards become a lot cheaper. So Demon Form is normally 3 cost. Right now it costs me 1. That's amazing to play. So I will. Shockwave has halved in cost. Another amazing card to play. Searing Blow, Burning Pack. Hey, you know what I can do? I can Burning Pack the Sentinel, gain 3 energy, and keep things going. So yeah, Snecko's very risky on low energy, and I am on the lowest of energies, so you need to find ways to augment that. But by and large, I think we have that. Draw a card, exhaust a card, put something on the draw pile, preferably something that's too expensive right now. We've already seen Fiendfire, haven't we? And I never did get my hands on a True Grit. I'm still desperate for a True Grit. Should have taken the one I saw very early on in the run. Sever Soul can kill that Sentinel. So I think I will be playing that. That means... Give me that Intimidate to make it a lot cheaper, please. Oh, wow, Offering. I'd like to avoid playing that Offering, actually. Let's just sever that Soul. Looking good. Get me battle dancing. Oh, well, hello, Searing. Hello, Searing Blow. I'll hold on to you for a little bit just in case. Options. I prefer Discovery. And I love Bludgeon when it's free, that's for sure. Life is good. Life is very good. Happy Flower is fine the way it is, and you're dead the way you are. Alright, Blood Potion. You have to take it before you can drink it. But the Blood Potion is almost strictly better than a Block Potion, so there we go. Hold on to that for as long as I can. Flame Barrier! An excellent Snecko card, and it's pre-upgraded courtesy of the early Toxic Egg. Get in here. My block game is secure. Just need a bit more utility and damage. Oh, well, this is great. I didn't want that Bash in my deck, and now I can just get rid of it. Farewell. Love that event, except for when I don't. Alright, you only give me one power. Please make it Dark Embrace. It's not Dark Embrace, but there is another Flame Barrier. But if I take that, I'm not taking Oddly Smooth Stone. I like Oddly Smooth Stone, but God, do I love Flame Barrier. Holy heck, do I love Flame Barrier. And it's on sale. Come on, how could I not take Flame Barrier? Rather interestingly, I could take Cultist Potion. But I think that's a trap. I'll save my money. Could also remove yet another card. What needs to be removed currently? Probably an unupgraded skill. Is this really all my cards? Something feels off here. Intimidate could go, Ghostly Armor could go. Intimidate exhausts, Ghostly Armor also exhausts. They're both not too bad to have around. I don't think I want to pay 125 on that when it could be a relic or something really amazing at the final hour. So I'll hold on to what I have. Save it for the Act 4 shop. We need to be confident enough in our run to say that we will get to Act 4. And how could we not? Let's keep moving. Glowing Tesseract. Yes, I will lose 9 hit points to investigate 3 colorless cards. The Bomb. The freaking Bomb. Jake loves the Bomb. It's his favorite colorless card. Almost certainly going to take that. Madness. Not as good as it might sound because Snecko will re-randomize that 0 cost, so it's really only for that turn. And Madness itself gets randomized, so that's not very good. These are all not very good. For what we have, they can be great. Magnetism gives you a card. It doesn't draw it, so it's immune to Snecko's charms on the first turn you see it. But the moment you redraw it, it gets randomized. So I think out of all of that, I'll only take the Bomb, but I'm happy taking the Bomb. That's still a good outcome from this. Nah, it's not happening. Get out of here. The remains of a ghostly creature sink into the mud before you. This is the origin story of the Silent, who will probably play after this. Unless I just have such a cathartic win that I wouldn't want to taint it with some Silent running, but we'll see about that. Righto. What are we looking at with you? I don't know yet. Start by not feeling any pain. Intimidate just so we can get something out of Dead Branch, although the order there was questionable. Could have headbutted something in order to havoc it with impunity, but I didn't have a headbutt at the time, did I? No, I did not. Unfortunate, because I can't really hurt you then. And I want to hold on to that Impervious, because I don't have Barricade in play. So pretty much a wasted turn 1 against Giant Head. I did nothing. I achieved nothing but getting Feel No Pain down. This looks a bit more promising, though, on the 4 energy. In comes the 13. Shockwave, Uppercut. The Bloodletting sadly does nothing but draw 3, but drawing 3 might be worth it. What could it get me? You never know until you try it. Drawing 3 alone is worthwhile. There's Demon Form to tempt me greatly, and it does tempt me greatly, that's the thing. Shockwave, Uppercut, Demon Form is pretty good. If that's the case, I should Demon Form first. Oh, hello, Demon Form. Nice to see you again. Who knows, we might see you again. Now, that Tungsten Rod has put in so much work. It saved my entire life over this run. 82 damage prevented. There's the bomb, but there's also Fiendfire. Ooh. Fiendfire is free, though. Quite a few things are free. I love the bomb, man. I love it so much. I'm probably going to play the bomb and then Fiendfire. Not a good idea, honestly. But I love the bomb. How could I not use the bomb? Alright, thanks to the Sentinel being destroyed, we get extra energy. Brutality will surely not hurt me here. Neither will Seeing Red. Seeing Red is just a net gain. Also exhausts to give me more. Disarming you is good. Italicizing myself is good. Exhausting is good. Anger is good. Don't need to maintain weak and vuln where we're going. 16 3 times or 62 once. Evolve allows me to do that, though. Every card you play deals means that attack damage gets boosted by 10% for that turn, and to my knowledge, there is no upper limit to that. Bomb goes off not this turn, but next. Although this is like one of the worst targets to bomb. It's just got so much hit points. What do I do? Do I feel no pain? No, I don't. Get a shockwave going. This isn't ideal for me. But we can make it more ideal, I think. I think, he says. Just in case, get the damage going. Also, just by playing that Whirlwind, even though it didn't do damage, it still procced Kunai, because Kunai only cares about you playing attacks. Not that the attacks actually managed to do anything. Okay, lots of opportunities here. Which one do I like the most? I can headbutt anything. I could even headbutt the bomb. It's no sense as that would make. I don't have Havoc, though, do I? No, Havoc would be funny. When in doubt, exhaust for free. Almost certainly want to get that Impervious down just so I don't have to worry about this fight at all. Yeah, I feel better about that. Hello, Havoc. It's not my Havoc, it's another Havoc. Bomb also goes off, and that should be the end of this fight. Without any real concern. Thank you, Demon Form. You have somewhat helped out a bit. Do I actually have you dead here? That's another question. Discovery might put an end to you, but if Discovery bricks, I'm in a lot of trouble. Do I have any guaranteed kill on you right now? Maybe not. Bloodletting does give me one bit of extra energy, which would be a great safety net. I pay 2 health for a safety net, because otherwise Anger doesn't do it. And then I take 30 lots. Havoc is either Anger or Uppercut. Those don't do it for me either. And I can't play Clash because Metallicize, Bloodletting, Demon Form, Armaments, Havoc, Discovery all block it. Such an awful card. Anyway, point is, I'm going to have to take this damage, even though I might not need to, because it's insurance if Discovery bricks. Discovery might brick. Discovery does not brick. So I took 2 damage for nothing, but I didn't know that. T-set is nice. A Burning Pact is nice. Targeted exhaust. Immense draw. The one cost is 50% chance it'll be more expensive, 50% chance it'll be 1 or 0. Split between 25-25, but yeah, definitely take Burning Pact. Targeted Exhaust, good draw, it's just great. And I'm almost certain I'm going to recall here because we have an incredibly upgraded deck. Good lord. I guess that's a testament to the sheer number of skills I've taken. Skill, 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 skill. Skill, 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 skill. Skill, skill, skill. God. Sorted by type. An Ironclad deck that has 5 attacks? Good grief. Maybe that's why I'm struggling to do damage sometimes. One of the most upgraded decks you've ever ran, yeah, and without much assistance. Okay, the Toxic Egg is a massive amount of assistance, but it's not like I have... What's that amazing colorless card that upgrades everything? Apotheosis. Point is I'm recalling, so I don't need to worry about recall later on. It means if I get messed up, I'm not going to feel bad about resting here and or there. Right, Whispering Voices. What are they doing to me? They could give me the madness, but I feel one step beyond on that. Usually I just take the 4 max hit point pain. I'm not usually happy about it, but it's better than taking an innate curse, meaning you always draw it on turn 1. 16 healing's not bad, but that curse is bad, so just lose the 4 max hit points. They're not real hit points anyway, and because we threw away the ceramic fish, we get whatever this is, and it's... Oh! Brain too big, cannot fit inside head. I saw this coming, so I picked up all those powers, right? So... my deck would have been stronger picking up the ceramic fish earlier, but I threw it away because I was convinced there was a very high chance we'd find something better to take instead, and we found one of the best relics in the game, Mummified Hand. In fact, together, I have got some of the, Dead Branch, Mummified Hand, and Toxic Egg are 3 S-tier relics, and I have them. Some people hate Dead Branch, and you can use it in such a way that just buggers you senseless, but... I'm not interested in that. I didn't spend that long in Sweden. Do I want to take on this elite? I don't see why I wouldn't. I've got a blood potion. Let's go. Nemesis. He wants to see stars. Well, I'll show you stars. I don't have a way of drawing more right now. The armaments only upgrades the feel no pain, but that's certainly acceptable. Let us feel nay pain ata. Whilst I could double flame barrier to ruin this guy's day with counterattack damage, I would really like to see what's inside Discovery. However, no, that full blocks. Definitely see what's inside Discovery. I don't do this often, so Rupture's not that good. But if I take Rupture, one of these becomes free, and that's amazing. Witness my resolve. Nice to meet you, Nemesis. Please, take a swing. Any swing, just not that swing. He still wants to hit me with more of that, and this turn I don't have the block, but you know what I do have? A 0-cost Dr. Freeman form. I sure hope it makes one of these shockwaves free. I could also Hemo to draw. I wouldn't actually deal any damage, but drawing is good in general. And give me some options to deal with this nonsense. Burning Pact, the Sentinel gives me energy and draws 3. Might be the better opener here, but let's see what comes free. Ugh, the Hemo did. That's not so hot. Alright, burn that Sentinel, please, even though the block would be welcome. I want the extra energy so that I can play the cards I find. Hey, Bloodletting. Funny. Very funny. I'd love to shockwave this guy. My options for blocking beyond that aren't great, but I'll do it anyway. Oh, wow. Not good enough, though. That is perfectly good enough, though. Next turn he will not be quite so untouchable, and then the bomb is waiting for him. We need to make sure we don't keep the bomb waiting all... Oh, wow. Oh, freaking wow. Just eat it, man. I would not want to be Nemesis. Oh. Oh boy, I haven't kicked Nemesis' ass that hard since I did my knife-only run of Resident Evil 3. Give me the gold, give me the freaking boot. The boot is the counter to Nemesis. How fitting that he would drop it for me. And I don't want any of this. Including that block potion, because the blood potion is probably better. I could drink the blood potion now and take the block potion going forward. But this blood potion's currently only healing 9, where it could heal me for 20% of 78 anyway. It's practically 15 or 16. You know, maybe I should drink it right now. Guan. Yeah, agency is good in life, isn't it? How about we feel even less pain? So few options for upgrading. You'd think this is a Watcher run where I've got lessons learned, but I don't. Right, the Spire growth. On high ascension, he always opens with entangle, so you want to find a way to mitigate that with tons of block or artifact, or just kill the thing very quickly. No prizes for guessing which of those I'm most interested in. I think I'd rather hemo for a bit of draw right now, even if I take a little bit of damage for it. Okay, that's better because I can burn the Sentinel to get tons of energy. Won't have enough space for everything though, so I should probably Shockwave as well. Ugh, Whirlwind. I don't want to look at Whirlwind right now. My other options aren't great, but whatever. Get rid of Sentinel. Give me a bajillion energy. Give me the bomb for free. Oh man, I love the bomb. Discovery became free as well. Life gets better before it gets worse. Do I have a bajillion block here to body slam you with? I could actually Flame Barrier, shrug it off, and then body slam isn't terrible. But I don't want to spend all that for Flame Barrier. Must be a better option here. Guess I'll just True Grit then. So get the bomb down, get the Inflame down. Guess I'll hemo for the hell of it. It's only 1 damage to take, and that's no damage if we get through this with 6 or less damage taken by the end of it all. I don't think I care about any of these enough not to True Grit, but Shrug is nice. That might not be nice enough, though. It's cool, but it's not nice enough. It just gets better before it gets worse. Alright. Bloody for bloody. Throw something away. More options, please. More options, please. Killing him's a nice option. Already got the bomb ready. If I just survive this turn, he should be... Oh, hello, Impervious. I'd like to survive this turn, please. Could you make that happen? You're too kind. There's no point playing Shockwave. What does it even do? What does it do that I can't already achieve? We full block everything. He's essentially dead next turn. I'm doing very nasty things to the enemies that I encounter. There is no doubt in my mind about that one. Do it just because it's a dead branch draw. Thank you, dead branch he draws, so yeah. Now the bomb is here to kill him. It wouldn't quite kill him. In fact, the bomb doesn't need to do anything. Goodbye. Was asking too much. Smoke bomb. One of those lose more potions. If things are going bad, make them go worse by losing the rewards from a fight. None of this, please. Not interested in low tier rewards currently. We're interested in punching this guy in the face and taking 300 gold off of him. It's 300 gold when you do it in Act 3. Ready your fist. Oh no, he saw it coming. I shouldn't have said this in front of him. Where's my prize? My prize is him stabbing me. This is an event in the game that can just kill you, making it one of the least fair events in the game. I have had a run that just died to this event because you roll that 1 in 6 for shiving and then he kills you. Fortunately, we had plenty of health to survive it, so we're okay. That's one of the very few criticisms I can hold in FTL. FTL can just kill you. I often say FTL is one of the most perfect games I've ever played, but sometimes you just jump into an event And it goes, oh, there's an asteroid field and you take damage and now you're dead. Okay, thanks for that. It's the rematch with Giant Head. That means we never saw Reptomancer. I should be grateful for that. Reptomancer is terrifying. Does any of this terrify me? No, not really. Not when we've got Inflame to make Shrug It Off free. This is less good, so I'm going to burn the Sentinel to draw a bajillion with tons of energy. I would Armaments up to make things cheaper. Actually, I can. I can Armaments Barricade, and this is a good barricade fight. So, Armament the Cade. Get the Cade. The Cade made Flame Barrier free, which is very welcome. So that means I can deploy the bomb up the barrier, smash you with a very limited Fiend Fire. I can flex my mighty muscles, disarm you, draw some more, and recklessly charge into you. Compared to the other first turn I had against Giant Head, that was much better. Why bother using block cards when they're not attacking? I don't know what that's in reference to. In this fight, it's because every card I play, no matter what it does, makes the Giant Head take 10% more damage that turn. Otherwise, I might be doing things like trying to exhaust cards to trigger exhaust synergies. There are many reasons to play cards, even if it doesn't seem like you need to. But in this fight in particular, it's because of that slow debuff on Giant Head. Plus, now I have Barricade down, so blocking is, for lack of a better word, good. Right, what else is good here? I'm going to take a chance on a Havoc. Yeah, there we go. Feel no pain. And it triggered free Ghostly Armor. Also nice. Do Rage just because it's free. And yeah, let's develop the blocking even better. Not doing damage here, which is sad, but I have very few damage cards, as we have ascertained. But my block game is through the roof today, so I don't have much to worry about in that regard. Pummel is nice. Havoc could be nice. Havoc has a small chance of hitting Demon Form. No, Flame Barrier is perfectly okay, though. Don't particularly want to Hemo. I've got some health to regain here, so let's not take damage if we can avoid it. Feel no pain. Hit Demon Form for me. Doesn't want to, but Heavy Blade is okay. Is it, though? Is it okay enough? That hits Demon Form. There we go. Get it all moving. Get it all absolutely moving. I think I will actually Hemo. No, don't be stupid. If you don't have to, then don't. Words to live by. Also eat my bomb. Buy my bombs. The biggest fear is you get to heart, you just exhaust too much without dealing enough. Yeah, that's a problem. Also, on any redraw of my deck, Dead Branch fills it full of garbage, like this Reckless Charge. And I don't want that. I did get Demon Form down. It'll be a while before it's terribly useful, but there's not a lot to worry about right now. I mean, what could I possibly be worrying about? I struggle to imagine. Certainly don't want that dazed, but I will smack you, and smack you, and smack you some more. Even get myself some much-needed kunai procs for dexterity, something you almost never see on the Ironclad. And I can still full block this already, which is a lovely feeling. I haven't had my Shockwave down, that's unthinkable. Right, Burning Pact that Sentinel, please. Give me what I need to develop the Shockwave, the bomb, the armaments. Give me a Havoc for free. No, I didn't want to do that, though. I did not want to spend my own health to smack you. That was perhaps a foolish decision. I have anything free to do before that? No, I do not. Should I Havoc something else? Go on, we love the Havocs around here. More Flame Barrier. More everything. There's so much to follow here. If you're not familiar intimately with this game, I imagine this would be a very difficult to follow. Don't do good. Didn't want it to do Hemo again. Not in the mood for self-harm currently. Someday I will be, but not right now. Yeah, I mean, what's a man to even do? Let's just make sure we're untouchable. And let's start making things free. Free is good. You can't hurt me, Giant Head. Even I struggle to hurt me, and that's something I'm very, very good at. Bomb is going to hit you. I can get another bomb, but frankly, why even bother? Havoc again, because it's so much fun. Do we have anything worth exhuming right now? In a manner of speaking. Exhume me my Infernal Blade into Carnage. Blap. And now the poor Giant Head is pretty much giant dead. Yes, the very rare Havoc deck. Oh, I should have killed you that turn rather than messing around. Happy Flower is now not on a good number, and I can't wait out this fight at all, so bleh. I hate thinking about relics between... Oh, I was a fool for drinking my blood potion. When I have Magic Flower, healing is 50% more effective. I don't have Reaper. Don't have Feed. Don't have a lot of things that this works with, but it does work with Burning Blood, so we heal 9 instead of 6. But maybe Reaper is in my card reward here. There is a 37.6% chance that I get at least one rare card here, and Reaper is rare, and it's not here. The Sword Boomerang Plus is a little tempting. It works very well with strength scaling, but mostly it's a card I don't want to see. Headbutt is a card I like to see. Headbutt is good. It's a little less good with Snecko because you might redraw a card that you want, but at insane cost. But it's also a great way to headbutt a card that you saw that was much too expensive and you want back at a more acceptable price. I will actually take that Headbutt, even though it's unupgraded and common. And then I will upgrade not Headbutt, because you don't care about Headbutt's upgrade. 3 extra damage, who cares? The main point of Headbutt is deck manipulation. Probably get the last of the Feel No Pains upgraded. Headbutt the bomb! Alright, Time Slug. It is time for you and I to put aside our differences. And for you to die. I hope you agree to that. Now, Time Slug is an interesting counter-synergy to a lot of what I do. I play a lot of cards in order to do not much effect. But every time I play 12 cards total, even between turns, he's going to steal my turn and buff up. And that is bad for me. So whilst I haven't been thinking much over the past few turns, now I do need to think. So let's start with seeing what Feel No Pain makes free. Battle Trance, that's acceptable. I also want to see what's in Discovery. Corruption, holy moly. Is it too early to go Corrupt? I'm certainly taking it. It's got utility, no matter what. I think if I Corrupt early, I have nothing to play, but I've Dead Branch to undo the horrors of corruption. So it's actually very good. Yes, let's early Corrupt. Look at that, everything's free. What a world to live in. Then we draw. Oh man, what a dead slug we're dealing with here today. Oh god, what an intensely dead slug. Okay, so what is this? Battle Trance Armaments? Ah! Was there even a slug here? Demon form, please. Demon form, please. Feel No Pain, please. Shockwave, please. Now what? Oh boy, I feel like that fat bastard laughing at Victoria 2 here, because it's not immediately apparent to a layman why this is hilarious, right? What have I done? I haven't even hurt the guy. Why is this so funny? Well, I have just completely set up in one turn. I'm full blocking him, and the rest of the fight is pretty much won. I would have to severely have a brain hemorrhage to fail this from now. Maybe that's part of the challenge. Anyway, I have to play another card here, or else he steals my turn next turn after one card play. It's probably just going to be Rage, because I don't care about seeing Rage again. Whereas the other cards I do want to see again, so we'll leave them be. Well, it's worth noting that I don't have Dark Embrace, so don't get too crazy with the Fiend Fire. But we can get crazy with a lot of things. I do love my Bomb. I'm a well-known Bomb lover. Combust. Flame barrier, the freaking bomb. I don't want to see hemokinesis. Oh, I want to see it more than perfect strike, though. God, get out of here, perfect strike. Oh, impervious. I guess I could just not take damage, but we're already full blocking, so definitely get Juggernaut down. And Rupture. I was hoping I could make Fiendfire free, but I could not. I don't care about losing Ghostly Armor. In fact, it's better to lose Ghostly Armor. I don't even think I should Heavy Blade you. You're going to die horribly to my Heavy Blade once I have all my super duper demon form strength gain. I should probably use it anyway, just get a head start on you. Next turn, my block gain doesn't look too good, but that's his second time hitting me, so he probably won't hit me again. Alright, I'll take a little chip away at this guy then. Also, every time I gain block, he takes damage. It's just not... It's such a bad day to be the escargot. He can escargot go screw himself today. I get to play 5 cards and I don't even need to block. So, Inflame, Shockwave, probably should have Armaments, but that's not an upgraded Armaments, is it? 3 cards, 2 energy, 0 Mattering. Smack you with that. Do I play Havoc? Sure, let's play Havoc for a laugh. I Headbutt something. Fiendfire? This poor slug. What the hell did I do to him? What the hell did he do to me? Okay, I have a proposition for you. It's called Die. So I draw, I block, I hit him for blocking, and now I have another whole load of stuff to hit him with, but I already full block, and the bomb is about to go off in his freaking face. So while we're at it, we just shrug a little bit, because what do we care? And this is good, because if I kill him next turn, which I fully intend to do, I might not, he might be dead already. I'm so sorry, Slug. But where's my turn, he says. Okay, Donu and or Deka. God, I have not touched my potions. Donu and Deka are a little bit more of a thing for me to deal with because they've got the artifact, which blocks amazing plays like the Shockwave. I could always dupe the Shockwave, clear the artifact in no time. But maybe we can do better things. I got Feel No Pain right at the start. Feel No Pain. I've also got Impervious if I don't want to take damage on this turn either, which I might not. Depends what Feel No Pain makes free. Ah, Shrug. Brilliant. Oh my god. These poor bastards. It's not even fair what I'm doing to them today. I would like the draw from Hemokinesis if I could be so kind. Oh my god. The pops, man. The freaking pops. Alright. Flame. Shockwave. Mostly for the... oh my god. Stop. Stop. They're already dead. Alright, get that flame barrier down. Get the offering down. Take even less damage from it, because that's just how we roll. Metallicize or Feel No Pain? Probably Feel No Pain. Makes my freaking bomb free. And then just for the extra laughs, we style on Donu. The spiciest Chad. Right, Fiendfire is here, but it's not going to take care of Donu alone, so we need to think what we do with this. Armaments into a better inflate. Oh my god, it just made Fiendfire free. What's in the Infernal Blade first? You know what? Sure. Oh, wow. Right, so I'm uppercutting you to make you vulnerable, cleared out the last of your artifact, and then Fiendfire is going to ruin your day. I'm just trying to think what else I could do. I could Havoc for the laugh of it. I like a good laugh. It just gave me Combust, and now eat this. And then I just get new cards and extra energy because I burned it. Oh my god. I really, really do feel for these guys. I know it doesn't seem like it, but It's been a long, long time since I've ruined people's days quite like this. Oh, Jesus. This is even more unfair. Sure, I guess. Makes Fiend Fire free. Okay, sure. Hey, it's got to be their turn someday, right? Alright, what's in the shrug? I could have actually made it whatever I want with Headbutt. Should have thought of that. And then Deka has no artifact anymore. Can recklessly charge into you because dazeds are good for me. Wounds, not so good for me. That's the end of you, and how do we want to deal with Deka? We have 101 different ways to kill Deka. What's my strength at? It's only at 6, so we don't kill you miraculously with that. Just in case things go wrong, let's make sure the Impervious is at the ready for us. Keep you weak and maintain good dexterity while we're at it. If only I had Barricade, I got an insane block. Oh my god. There's a certain Scotsman out there that gets very unhappy at how often I draw demon form and get it at intensely discounted rates. I can imagine he's not too chuffed today. Let's just not take damage this turn. Oh, God. I'm not even going to play it. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. You make me sick, says Dark Young. I could have meant any Scot. This guy, I think it is the only Scot around. Right, just play powers, see what we end up with. I can play Hemo pretty much for free because, well, Stone Cold says so, but I get enough healing that I can take up to 9 damage in a fight and not be worried about it at all. We also just completely got rid of his Metallicize. Why did I take 2 damage there? Did I take 2 damage or did I imagine it? I imagine a lot of things. Does anyone imagine a living Deka? You'd have to use imagination for it. Ideally, actually, I roll this around for 2 more turns so that I can have... No, 1 more turn. I want Happy Flower on 1. So it's at 2 when I open the fight with Spear and Shield. But the first round I get tea drink energy, so I'd rather have that, wouldn't I? I guess. So I need to block this turn and kill him next turn. The bomb is ready to kill him the turn after, so that's okay. Means block 30. Can I block 30? Seems absurd that I wouldn't be able to block. Oh yeah, here we go. Exhume, Impervious, done like dinner. And while we're at it, hit him in the face and set up for a kill next turn. Hit him even harder. Sometimes I don't know why I even worry. Die. Double Combust means you lose 2 hit points. Ah, I played Combust twice. Ah, I must have dead branched a Combust. In my brain, there is just 1 Combust, so it's always okay to play Combust, but of course Dead Branch could make almost anything. Generally speaking, Dead Branch can't make healing cards, although there are ways around that. Bird-Faced Urn plus Dead Branch making any power, for example. That's rather nice. 2284 on the heart. He is squirming, and he has every right to be squirming. We are at full health. We have an almost entirely upgraded deck. We have the T set helping us out some more. Of these cards, none of them need upgraded. I guess out of all of them, Inflame is the most interesting upgrade. We like playing powers after all. We have enough money to easily buy a relic here, but I would love... I was truly hoping for Dark Embrace. But there's the True Grit that I've been after this whole game, and Shrug It Off. Did I ever pick up Corruption? No, that was a temporary find, but if I got Corruption again, that'd be something else. Oh, I just can barely not buy Self-Forming Clay, which is amazing. Destroys the heart. It doesn't destroy it, but it gives you so much block you could never lose to the heart. We don't have X-Cost cards, so forget Chemical X. Sad relics overall, because I can't afford it or I don't want them. Strike, dummy. This is True Grit, Shrug, and Remove then, right? If I can even afford the Remove on top of that. Chemex for the Branch, Whirlwind. Whirlwind, I think, is the only X-Cost card for the Chad, so It's not good to base your strategy around, in my opinion. But that is only my opinion. Almost tempted to buy the Evolve. I don't create status cards often enough to want it for drawing, though. And it doesn't work on curses either, although I only have one curse and it goes away the moment I see it. Panic button... No, I don't think so. I think it's just remove. What do we remove anyway? Not Havoc. We love Havoc. Is there anything that's actually bad in this deck? It went from being a real mishmash to being pretty resplendent quite quickly. I could finally part with Ghostly Armor and I wouldn't cry about it. Intimidate could also go. The difference between Intimidate and Ghostly Armor is Ghostly Armor will exhaust even if I don't play it, so it's essentially draw negative. Or draw neutral, rather. You have infinite draw. No, I have infinite card creation. That's not the same as infinite draw. I will have infinite draw the moment I find Dark Embrace, and I only have one more chance of finding it. And that's at the end of Spear and Shield. Intimidate's been with us from the start. Yeah, it was our first card pick, wasn't it? If we sort by order of obtained, it is the first card in our deck, because we got rid of all strikes and defense, we lost the bash in an event. Can you really turn away from a friend like that? I don't think so. Let's get rid of Ghostly Armor, we got plenty of other ways to block. I feel like I'm falling into a trap when I do that, but I did just pick up 2 additional block cards, so yeah, let's say goodbye to Ghostly. $43 dues, not enough to buy anything, so away we go into... You don't even get to look at the heart until you deal with the heart's entourage, which is the ever-terrifying Spear and Shield. Turn 1 is scary, turn 2 is scarier. Well now, pretty good from what I see so far. I might want to hold on to the Centennial draw for next turn, but if I can make good use of it on turn 1, then I certainly should. This is why I set up Happy Flower on 2, by the way. Normally, if you have a big fight coming up, you want the Happy Flower set up so that it gives you the energy on the first turn. First turn's the most important. You might be able to kill your enemies. If nothing else, you'll get set up and draw down your deck farther. But turn 2 against Spear and Shield is so bad that I wanted the extra energy for that. And I already had +2 energy from the Ancient Tea set. So there is actual stuff going on in my brain. I know sometimes when I play this game, it looks like I'm just playing cards randomly, head empty, no thinking required. But I actually do a lot of thinking for this game. Well, the little Chinese kid in the corner running the seed 5 minutes ahead of me is doing the thinking. Good thing I know sign language. Right, it's most certainly... I don't want to risk one of these one-cost cards ending up being free due to this. I'd rather have the bomb. Maybe not Heavy Blade be free. But it makes them easier to play. Whatever, just combust, see what happens. Feel no pain. Feel no pain at all. Ah, the bomb! The freaking bomb is here! I love this bomb. Okay, well, definitely get you down. Certainly Bloodlet for the draw. The extra energy is just mondo good as well. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I like what I see, and I see what I like. I have all the energy to do all of the things here, so there's no good reason not to. Get it down. Hemo is free. What's in the blade? Headbutts in the blade. That's good. That means I can guarantee a card for next turn. Sadly, I don't have any draw to guarantee for next turn. That would be the big win. Yeah, more bombs. Do I have a way of drawing currently? No, I do not. But I can still create cards by exhausting. That Body Slam is of questionable utility. Intimidate. This is spend 1 energy, gain a random card. That's good enough for me right now. Could even be Dark Embrace. It's not, though. It's Pummel Strike. Now I can draw. I can headbutt and draw into something. Like a bomb. Like a freaking bomb. The world is a mad, mad place. But now I can't bomb and True Grit. That could be bad. It's a suck luck that the bomb drew at 3 cost twice there. No way of getting extra energy. But playing the bomb a second time is 100 damage the turn after next to both of them. That is too good not to do. I already full block here, so the True Grit isn't necessary. Alright, let's play around with you then. Yeah, buy my bombs. Buy my freaking bombs. Alright, I just have to deal with this turn, and this is the big turn. 61 incoming. They place 2 burns on the top of your deck. So if you have a normal draw, I've got +2 for Snecko, but if you just have normal draw 5, it's burn, burn, then 3 cards. Surviving with 3 cards is questionable. But if it's block and retaliate, block and draw, and mega block, who's gonna worry? Also, massive brain of mine to make sure that Happy Flower was ready for the extra energy here. Yeah, this was done before it was even started. It's just impervious. God, disarm. Okay, sure. Already full blocking these suckers. Do I even want to do anything else? A bit of damage. Well, this doesn't do any damage. Does draw even help me here? Maybe, also maybe not. Let's at least get rid of your artifact. And I didn't want that cleave, so away you go. Phenomenal. And now the bombs are here going, how much damage would you like me to do, sir? To which I say, could you kindly do all of the damage? That would be great. Let's punch Spire Shield in the face, and I don't have to do anything. The bomb will do the everything. 50 damage to all enemies. Yeah, let's see that in action, please. Bye-bye. Some people doubt the bomb. These people are fools. Right, Wild Strike, Clothesline, Hemo, all skips. Where were these guys on the first 3 floors? Bottled Lightning, start with a skill. The skill will still be considered drawn, so it will be Sneckoed. That would be great normally if you have something like Apotheosis or Offering. I have neither. Apotheosis wouldn't matter for this highly upgraded deck anyway. Is there a card, a skill, rather? Let's be sure that we're looking at skills here. Is there a skill that I am desperate for turn 1 against the heart? Shockwave is amazing. Yeah, Shockwave is pretty amazing. Discovery could be anything. It could even be Shockwave. Battle Trance is another amazing one. Get some draw going, but I'm hard-pressed to think of something better than Shockwave. Shockwave shuts down the heart's massive damage output on turn 2 and 3. And it is massive because you end up vulnerable. And frail, although frailty can be overcome. Armaments? Why? I already have everything upgraded. If anything, I should have gotten rid of armaments instead of ghostly armor. The reason I hold on to armaments is because after several turns, I might have a lot of Dead Branch cards to upgrade. Because Dead Branch cards do not spawn upgraded unless you have Master Reality, which is a Watcher card. It doesn't even spawn Toxic Egg upgrades, because Toxic Egg only upgrades skills that are added to your deck, not added to your hand. Or your discard or draw piles. No, it's got to be a permanent addition to the deck to be upgraded. My name is Tony, says put on Demon Form, POG. But then, within a minute, they acknowledge their own foolishness, because Demon Form is a power, and Bottled Lightning bottles skills. Still think I'm going to bottle that Shockwave. It might draw at 3 cost and be a waste of time, but the potential utility of turn 1 Shockwave against the heart is grand. Speaking of the heart, I have full health, I am ready, and that Shockwave is freer than free. On top of that, 2 draws with the shrugs. Feel No Pain is in at 1 cost. This is a lovely hand. If I could have one reason to look down on it, it's rather expensive. So let's initially get some block. Although I could intentionally take damage for Omega Draw. I think that's a great idea, actually. Let's see what's in the box. Wow. There's something fair about this, but I don't know what it is. This is great, man. Just great. Alright, let's not take any more damage, since we can avoid it. I don't have self-forming clay after all. Ah, there's Havoc. I do wish I had my beloved True Grit to target the Sentinel. Don't have a good way of getting rid of Sentinel currently. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's see some red for some extra energy and another draw. Definitely get Feel No Pain down. Should have done that earlier, actually. What did it make free? Did it make Flame Barrier free? Funny if true, but There's no point not playing this, even though there's no counter damage. I'd love to see it again, though. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I could set up more with Inflame, or I could work my way further down the deck with Shrug It Off. Down the deck is more powers. Inflame itself doesn't win me the fight, so let's work our way down. Good to get the curse out of the way. I have no complaints about that. Definitely hold on to the Impervious for later. Without much else to do, I guess I just rage against the machine and then cleave you for pathetic amounts of damage. Don't know what else I'd be doing right now. That was good looking, but ultimately I didn't achieve much this turn. I'm a little saddened about that, but only a little. It's whatever. But here's the big thing. Since I got Shockwave down early, this attack, which would normally be terrifying, is only spine-tinglingly unpleasant. Plus, I've already got sorted. Feel no pain, Demon Form, Fiend Fire, goodbye. Oh wow, it even made Demon Form free. Heavy Blade's free as well. I could Seeing Red for more, but I think we get the Fiend Fire down and see what we draw into. Although Seeing Red actually replaces the card with something else. Let's do that. Oh wow, I like that. But I prefer the Fiend Fire given the cost. See, this thing blocks 9, but Fiend Fire burning it will block 8. So better to burn it and get some better options. Are you feeling perhaps a little frustrated, Dark Young? Couldn't imagine why. So we already full block the Corrupt Heart's biggest, baddest first hit. What do we do with this information? Well, we laugh at the fact that we have a zero-cost offering, and Rupture to make even more things zero-cost, and Burning Pact. I don't like that Sever Soul, so I would not mind at all saying goodbye to those severed souls. Void. Void is bad, but Void is why we have Offering. Let's also get Swole. Let's also make one of these freer, shall we? Okay. This is beyond acceptable. I have so much everything I can take this to additional vulnerable, and I would not even worry. I want the extra energy. Also made something free, but I didn't pay attention to what exactly. I'm not sure I want that burn. It's not necessarily good. Let's see what's in the battle trance. I can't draw additional. Oh, but I tell you what I can do. I can burn the Sentinel to gain additional energy, and then I can Inflame to make something else free. Like the freaking bomb. Let's keep... Oh, lordy. There's Corruption. Just when I don't have enough energy to play it. Nor do I have a way to gain more energy, do I? No, I do not. But upgraded Uppercut is good. Yeah, I guess I'll just get the damage done. Surely that burn won't come back and kick me in the face. Anyway, there's Corruption. If we truly need it, we can always headbutt it back and play it. That outrageous... Oh, hello, Headbutt. Funny the way the world works. Incoming 30. This guy, he gets severely nerfed by being weakened when he does his multi-attack. Is it a he? I feel like the heart should be a she. I guess I don't really care. Let's get that slimed out of my face. What's an Infernal Blade? The Body Slam is here. Could just permanently shockwave the poor sucker. But no, I should really headbutt my Corruption. Where are you at? There we go. I don't mind taking a bit of damage here. It's just whatever. Hit me. Hit me as hard as you can. Oh yeah, Tungsten Rod. That tickled. How did you know I was deathly weak to being tickled to death? Zero costs. Zero costs as far as the eye can see, including zero cost Corruption. Alright, time to enact the bomb. Time to... never see that searing blow. Go away. Let's breathe some fire on you. Let's barricade for free. Let's hemo you, uppercut you, strike you, uppercut you, and keep on going with our lives. Buy my freaking bombs, Corrupt Heart. Oh, he's not playing around anymore, though. In comes the 4x15. I better have a plan for this. What's the plan? What's that? Block and draw at the same time? What an idea. And hey, fire breathing means that these wounds aren't too shabby either. Yes, give me wounds, please. I don't mind wounds. And give me energy so I can do everything, please. Yeah, Shockwave the Heart. Get rid of that artifact, please. Sentinel, because I want more energy. And I don't like these wounds. Get rid of the wound. Full cost Bludgeon, because that's just how we roll. Inflame ourselves. Barrier ourselves with more flamey barriers. Feel no pain at all. Breathe more fire. Shrug everything off. Cleave through the enemy. Body slam the enemy. Burn away the other wound. Havoc whatever. Spot the weakness of the enemy. Lay down a big old offering. And then we don't even need to, but double tap that whirlwind, please. All right, your turn. Oh my, where does one even go from here? Armament everything, power on through, immolate the sucker, let out our blood, bring up our own flame barrier, strike it with twin strikes, say hi to more and then do yet another full cost bludgeon. That seems fair. And just put the poor bloody thing out of its misery. We shrug, we shockwave, we full cost hard cast demon form, and then we just hit it in the face. With our face. Remember when I picked up that dupe pot at the start of the game saying this is our get out of jail free card? Well, I don't. It was so long ago. It was a different man at the start of that run. It's the highest consistent block I've ever seen. I didn't have to think about what I was doing after a while there. Even without Dark Embrace. Dark Embrace would have made things beyond silly, but they were already very silly. But yes, Mummified Hand and Dead Branch made that run. It wasn't Snecko Eye. I know Snecko Eye allowed for some crazy things, but I already had a pretty good deck without Snecko Eye. But the Dead Branch Mummified Hand, combined with the Happy Flower, and the early questionable choices I had with my... Why can't I see my deck? Go away. I want to look at my deck and pat myself on the back for that run. Early on, I took 2 of these Sentinels before I had a good exhaust engine, and that could have backfired badly if I didn't pick up good ways around it. But who would have thought? Fiendfire Plus, and where are you? Yeah, the True Grit that I picked up. And occasionally, Dead Branch would give me something good, something like a Sever Soul, just anything to burn these. Oh yeah, Burning Pact as well, so that I could get energy game going. It's very hard to get a deck that does everything, and one thing my deck didn't do particularly well was energy. But between the Happy Flower, the Sentinels, and oh man, that Tungsten Rod, 135 prevented damage. Yes, not every relic is relevant. For example, the Boot did nothing, but Tungsten Rod, Toxic Egg, Centennial Puzzle, Dead Branch, and Mummy Hand were so good for this run. Utterly slaughtered it. Hell of a run, says Flag Flare, and Flag Flare is completely correct. So those that naturally backed me are going to enjoy a rather chunky payout, are they? Not that chunky, more people believed in me than not. But do we slay the heart today? Of course we do. Well, how many points is that? That looks like 1.2 million points going to some very correct coffers. And I've got no problem patting these people on the back. OBS, could you please show us that outcome? Yes, yes you can. People come along to the stream and they can bet their hard-earned imaginary currency here. And when they back me, look at how richly rewarded they get. Now they all lose, a name clearly in reference to the lose lobby, is walking out with 233k, not bad. Fryzone C-Space also putting in the 6-finger digits. Walking out with decent sums. Modesty, Oshtar, Zeleb, Defa Lizard. My super best friend Dark Young knew I had it in me. You know, I scratch your back with points. Maybe you can show us how Slay the Spire and or DDR is done. Clearly my dip in DDR performance was all just coiling up like a spring to unleash my enormity of strength as the Ironclad. And Kaiser is there as well, but, you know, Florida mentioned. These are a bunch of bloody losers that aren't even worth paying any attention to. They're probably going to go home and cry a little bit tonight at their poor choices made today. But me, I made one poor choice and one great choice, and that balances out just right. So I think I will leave it at that. I should be back tomorrow with my punishment games. Ah, yes, the great pendulum swings back the other way and smacks me in the face. I have some debt to make good on. I'm busy in the early afternoon, but I should be back in time for those. Those will be... I don't remember what they are, so they'll be a surprise for both you and me. But until I'm back with that tomorrow, don't want to taint this amazing run by playing as the others. We'll do that later, but until I'm back, it is a cheers and a cheerio. To Baron von Bankrupt.